Hello there. I am out for a walk, and it's Wednesday morning here in Norway, and I decided to give you an update. I have been doing uh, a few live streams like this one lately during the last few days, and good morning, Ian. Good to see you. I have been doing a few live streams lately, and I have been talking about the fact that I am finishing another novel, and hi there, Ezra. It's late for you. Yes, the time zones and all that. Else, good morning. If I miss your message, it's because I'm looking down at the ground from time to time. Good morning. I don't want to stumble and fall over. Yes, so at the moment I had just finished going through my last corrections, and I also have a list of stuff that I want to check. But these, with a couple of exceptions, are silly stuff that I shouldn't even bother checking. Hello there. Good morning. Yes, it is a good morning. So at this point it's, and I've talked about this previously, it's about letting go, because the corrections I am considering aren't even corrections. It's yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's I think it's about it's when you've been working. Hi there, Tony. Good to see you as well. When you've been working with something like a novel for a long time, every day, it's difficult to stop that process where you make things, improve things, so even if you can't improve it more, then what do you do? For me, it's always been I've started writing a new novel, and which led to me not having days off, not having holidays, nothing like that, and all that. I won't go into that again, but I had an interesting conversation yesterday, because it will be a very busy. Need my beard to grow like yours? Well, yes, but my beard doesn't grow any further down. It's very strange. But yeah, I had an interesting conversation with a guy who works in the film industry, and he basically said that, oh, hello there, you can't do everything, and at some point you need someone to handle stuff. And I am handling all the emails. I'm handling, it's like everything, like book covers goes through me, everything, and it's a bit too much, so there's that anxiety. What if I, if I'm not well, if if I'm sick, everything stops, kind of, you know. So it's and also the hours are too long, and it's not the kind of work where you get paid by the hour. It's not like you can think about something different, something else when you finish those hours. I would gladly work 10 hours a day if I could, you know, if it didn't affect my what I'm. If it were now, it's like it's always there. It's always on my mind. It's always there. So he said that you need someone who can handle stuff. So I'm going to consider that, absolutely. Yeah. One other thing. I also spoke with my literary agent yesterday, and she said that the feedback, well, as you know, my novels haven't been published in English yet. They have been published in several other languages, and the first of the Jomsviking novels is actually, it has already been translated. Hi Joe. Yeah. What was I saying? Yes. The first of the Jomsviking novels have already been translated into English, actually. So I only need a publisher. But according to my agent, what they're saying, the publishers in I think the USA, maybe even England, I don't know. Yeah, what they're saying is they will only publish like a historical novel, like novels like mine from the Viking Age. They want a strong female character. I'll repeat that for you. They want a strong female character. And I have no words for my contempt for people who say things like that. And I'll explain why. Now, art should never be ruled by your ideology. Art is what it is. And in fact, I do have strong female characters in my books, in my Jomsviking novels. But when they're not seeing that, that's because they, work of the left. Well, you know, now I can't say too much because I will reveal what happens in the novels. But when they say that, it tells me that they haven't read much of my novels. Maybe they read like the first few pages. And also they think, when they say strong female characters, what they really mean is they want a female warrior wielding the sword and so on. Now, one thing I take very seriously when I write is to keep it realistic. The realism is very important to me, and if I were to, go to Hollywood, do the Hollywood thing, I don't think I could live with myself, because that would be just silly, and it would have nothing to do with, real life. So it's like, what do they expect? They expect me to say that, okay, if you think I should have female warriors, because that's what you're really saying when you want strong characters. So no, I'm just shaking my head. These people are not professional. They are not. I wouldn't have trusted them to publish anything. How can they ask for a historical novel and then tell you how the story has to be? Exactly. History is what it was. If you change it, then it's not history. Yeah. Now, of course, when you write historical fiction, you need to make things up, actually, because it's just the way you do it, you know. It's and also you don't know everything, and so you fill out the pieces that are missing. But I wasn't going to talk about that for too long. I was just going to say that I just wanted to say that, and it's the fact is I do have strong female characters in my novels, in my historical novels, because I feel in the Viking society, you know, that comes natural, because yeah, if you know anything about Viking history, you know what I'm talking about. So at the moment I no, I'll just leave that there, you know. I'll just leave that there. I'm out in the woods, and I just have a few minutes actually, because I have to go back to my house, and my kids, they need some food and stuff, some breakfast. They're off to school, and I'm off to send my last corrections to my Norwegian publisher. Yeah, so it's been a few tough months, and it's going to be tough. The coming months will be tough as well. Roe deer barking. Did you hear any roe deer barking behind me? I didn't hear it. So I've been actually, you know, I've been missing staying out in the woods more, and I've been watching YouTube videos where people go hiking the Appalachian Trail and so on, because that's what I kind of miss. What's the word? I romanticize that kind of thing, that kind of life, you know. Oh, yeah, last time, yes. Yeah, I've only gotten to walk, you know, a few hundred yards in my backwoods lately, and I got a comment actually, very, you know, like a troll, who said that, well, you're only walking a few hundred yards up in the woods behind your house. You're not the real thing. Well, I do not claim that I am now standing in the wilderness. I never said that. Well, I have been in the wilderness, proper wilderness, but then I've said so. I'm not in the wilderness now. I'm out in the field. So that's, you know, people have these strange expectations. Should I just drop everything, leave my family, and go hiking for a month? Well, you know, I can't do that. And because of the work lately, I've been working too much. I've been working every day. I've been working, too much. So I'm in the process of just starting to change my life um, into a healthier one, and yeah, I don't want to get too emotional about this, but what happens when you have no more reserves? You have no more. It's empty. The tank is empty. Then everything else that happens, if anything happens that are a bit hard, it's very difficult to deal with that because you don't have the strength, and I think in life things happen, and you need to have that strength, and that's why it's very foolish to empty the tanks like I have done, and I'm paying the price for that now. So the first challenge now is that I'm finishing my book. That's what I'm doing, and it's always difficult to have done that and have when you've done that, then you feel empty. And for me, as I mentioned, I just started writing a new novel, and of course I will write a new novel, but it's maybe I could take like a week or two off before I do that, and regain some strength. The sea is calling. Yeah, well, I wish I could go sailing, but I am very much needed now as a father, with my kids at school and everything. But yeah, I think this is something that many people can relate to. And I think I am moving into a phase now, or not a phase, but the biggest change now will be that I will have probably someone that I will be working with on not the writing itself, of course, but handling things. Like, it's too much now, so emails, and it's a million things, and so yeah, I will keep you up to date on that when I know the details. It's going to be a very busy fall, busy autumn for me. I'm having 2 mini tours in Norway, 1 full week, I think it is, in the Netherlands and Germany. Well, I'm doing 1 lecture at the museum in the Netherlands, and then no, there is no chat donation option on this channel. This is the small channel. Sorry. So I think the channel needs to be bigger before you can add that feature to the chat. But thank you for considering that. Yeah, so then it's straight to Germany, and I will be filming. There will be not the YouTube videos, but for filming for TV. So that's 2 days, That's in 2 different projects, or is it 3 days? So lots of things going on. Yeah. And it will be nice to have someone who can keep everything organized and keep this person, he actually used the words, you need someone with armor between you and the rest out there. And that's actually what is normal. That's the normal thing. At a certain level of when there is enough things happening, when you're a creative person, you know, it's not a normal job, and you need someone when it's this busy, you need someone to handle that, because I clearly can't handle it myself. I've kind of proven that to myself and my family. So yeah. Okay. I am getting back to my house now, and I have the very last corrections that I will look at, and I will yeah, I will try to look at them with a reader's perspective, which means that it's just silly. These things need not be changed. Okay, thanks for joining the chat, the live stream, and I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful day.